So, as an undergraduate nursing student, I didn't just want to be involved in clubs and activities, I wanted to run them. So, if my college didn't have an organization or an event, I wanted to be the one that created it. So, by my senior year, I had done it all. I was majoring in nursing, I had a double minor in biology and women and gender studies, and I had a 3.7 cumulative GPA, so it made me magna cum laude. I was in theater. I had created and started organizing all of the music for an a cappella group for the school. I was the president and key musical coordinator of that group. I was president of the school student ambassador organization. I was president of the school's honor society for all degrees and majors. And I was inducted into the Nursing International Honor Society. At my graduation ceremony, I was selected as the student that contributed the most to the college community and the community at large, the one that was seen as a successful leader academically and within organizations and groups, and it was the biggest honor at our college. So when it came time for me to actually take my nursing licensure exam, the NCLEX, I wasn't worried. I mean, I was a really good student, but I didn't study as much as I could have. I did study my brains out, but most of the days my study guides and books ended up either as a pillow as I was laying out in the sun in my bikini or as a drool napkin as I slept. And when it finally came down to my test day, I sat down and I completely froze. All of my knowledge, everything I had learned in the past 4 years, everything that I had studied in all of my review classes, it was just gone. Absolutely gone. And I mean, I didn't know what to do. So I sat there and I took the exam and it shut off and I walked out. Obviously, everyone knows, like, you leave the NCLEX exam and you're bawling, whether you passed or failed. So, I mean, I'm crying my eyes out. My parents don't know what to do to console me. And 2 days later, I failed. Yep, I said it. I failed. I failed. Most people are ashamed to say that they failed at something, and at first I totally was. I was hiding it from everyone. I was petrified, mortified of telling anyone that I failed at something. I mean, it's such a letdown. You let yourself down, you let others down. People think that you're built to succeed, and then all of a sudden, boom, done. At the biggest exam, at the most important career-defining exam for a nurse. So, of course, people know that you made it through nursing school, and they're going to ask, I mean, how was the exam? Did you take it yet? How did you do? What's going on? Tell me about your life. I was like, oh, I'm just taking my time and studying, and, you know, this is really hard work, and I don't want to screw up, and I'll take it soon. I'll take it soon. So I studied again, prepared again, took the exam again, and I failed a second time. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I felt completely useless. I was finding myself just staring at a blank spot on the wall and just crying with a complete flat affect, just tears streaming down my face, but there was absolutely no emotion behind it. I was just so emotionally drained. I was physically drained. I was mentally drained. I had failed twice at the biggest exam of my life, especially more so because everyone thought that I was going to be fine. I thought I was going to be fine. Everyone set me up for success, and I failed not once, but twice. My friends couldn't cheer me up. My parents couldn't console me. I even contemplated giving up nursing completely and going back to school or just finding a different career path. I was just so lost. By this time, it's 7-8 months after I had graduated, so I'm completely behind. All of my friends are posting on social media, oh, passed and got a job, oh, so happy, got my dream job, yay, working, nursing, yay. And I'm sitting here like, I suck. I can't do this. I hate the comparisons between people. You're on your own path. I wish people just didn't post things, and I'm guilty of it too. I post my successes, and that's great, but it's so hard to sit back and compare yourself to others, especially when you see yourself on a completely different path. So don't worry, third time is the charm. I went in, I passed the NCLEX, so third try, I had finally overcome probably the biggest obstacle in my life. Nursing school had taught me how to be an amazing nurse. They taught me how to practice safely, how to apply my knowledge, how to clinically be sound. I was taught how to integrate compassion and respect into nursing and how to listen and advocate for my patients. But professors would just tell me that after school, I'd graduate, I'd study and pass the NCLEX, and then they focus more of their efforts talking about how to successfully land a job and then work as a new graduate nurse. And I wasn't prepared for failure. The word failure has such a negative connotation. You hear it and you cringe. You think of failure and you think that you should just give up. But no one thinks of failure as a positive. If you fail at something, you just need to work harder to get to where you want to be. Not to sound cocky or anything, but I had honestly never failed at something so important in my life. And it was such a turning point for me as a person, as a professional. I thought others would look down on me because I failed, and in turn, I kept all of my emotions bottled up inside, and I just kept everything to myself. I started looking at myself differently, and I was completely lost and didn't know what to do. And I'm not sharing my story to have anyone feel sorry for me or feel bad for me, but rather to create a sense of awareness that failing at something is okay. It's normal to fail. It's normal to not be perfect. We all have flaws. We all make mistakes. But what makes us strong and successful is transforming those mistakes into lessons and then being able to learn from those lessons and apply them to support positive change and foster individual growth. It's okay to feel like you want to give up. It's okay to step back and take a mental and physical break. But what matters most is that when you're good and ready, you pick yourself back up and you just try again. Because from failure comes lessons learned, and from lessons learned comes growth. Growth leads to knowledge, and knowledge leads to success. Never give up. Believe in yourself, and you're already halfway there. You can and you will succeed. Remember that.